It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. We're pleased and honored to be able to stream directly into your home right now. So thank you so much. We appreciate that you're here, by the way. And this conversation that we have about your sales department, an opportunity for you to focus on your sales strategies, your sales message, your sales cycle, more importantly, your sales funnel, and the sales systems you need in order to generate the revenue in the business to execute that big dream and that big vision you have for the people you were called to serve. And every morning, we like to always remind everyone to start off with really our core belief. It's one of our core philosophies. And one of our core philosophies in the CEO Sales Huddle is that success leaves clues. And why that's important to you as you're watching right now is that we like to go back and take a look at a case study and what other CEOs has done. It does two things. Number one, it reminds us that if someone else has done it, so can we. How encouraging is that? And number two, what were some of the successes they had? What were some of the challenges they had? What are some of the best practices that we can take away in the CEO sales so that we can use in our sales department, which as CEOs, we're all responsible for, at the end of the day, our sales department. So let's get started with a business case study. As we do every single morning, a business case study today we'll talk about. So in today's fast-paced world, finding a balance between convenience and nutrition can be tough, even for the busiest CEO that's aiming to really drive and grow their business. So many leaders find themselves stuck in the rut of fast solutions that lack sustainability or the impact similar to relying on a meal replacement without the true nutritional value that you really need in your life and in your business. This mirrors how businesses might choose quick fixes in their sales approaches rather than investing time in a comprehensive or at least a sales strategy that works. So it wasn't always smooth sailing for Kachava. The initial challenge was its price tag. $79.24 per tub. You know, that made a lot of people, like many people, really hesitate. The founder knew that in order to stand out, Kachava in a very, very competitive market, a market that nutrition, you would say, is probably oversaturated. We probably all agree with that. No matter what you know about this market, you know one thing, there's a lot of competition. So the CEO had to demonstrate a clear health benefit in order for him to stand out and head and shoulders above everyone else, beyond just this is a nutritional product. And isn't this what CEOs have to do every single day? When you're focusing on your sales strategy, you have to look at the sales positioning that you're having in the minds of the people that you want to serve the most. An interesting fact is how Kachava quickly, uniquely used a mix of science and some of the superfoods like chia seeds and maca root to create what they call tangible health benefits. So in your product as a CEO, in your sales strategy, there's tangible benefits, and that's things people can touch, they can put their hands on. And then there's intangible benefits, like they feel good, they have peace of mind, things that you really can't put your hands on. So for CEOs, incorporating innovative, simple elements into your sales message and your sales systems can be the key to really connecting with your ideal client. So just like Java succeeded by showcasing real health improvements for users, businesses can thrive by really developing a structured sales system. It wasn't only about the taste, although that was important in the very beginning, by the way. It was about the impression and the visible health changes, tangible, that they experienced. And that, you know what that did? That kept customers coming back. So this can be similar to how a CEO has to focus not on just short-term sales strategies, but a long-term sales strategy they can see growth and revenue and customer loyalty. That's what it's all about. What's my big takeaway to you as a CEO? My big takeaway is the importance of having a well-defined sales strategy with a sales message. See, Kachava is more than just a shake, a nutritional shake, I'll say. It's a lifestyle. It's a change. It's creating an effective sales system. It's more than just a process. It's a transformation that inspires trust and long-term engagement. Investing in a clear sales approach can drive significant revenue growth and positively impact the lives of the folks you were called to serve. You do that, and you will see your sales go up in a way. With that being said, my name once again is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle, by the way. It's an honor and a privilege to serve you. Thank you so much for inviting us into your home or into your office or into your smart pad or wherever you're watching today. Thank you so much. You know, every morning I like to remind folks of our mantra. And every person has a mantra. You have a mantra, and that's a belief that you have around your physical mantra you might have about your health, a mantra or philosophy you might have about your relationships or your spiritual walk. Well, as a CEO, we have a mantra as well. And our mantra is 3 words. Go ahead and repeat these words after me. It's 3 words, 3 words, 3 words. And here it is. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. Go ahead and put that down in your notes right now. It's not going to be blown away as a CEO, but put down focus on sales. Why? Because if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Why? Because sales at the end of the day is the oxygen for every great business in history. We just did a whole case study on that. So without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. Shay, what's the point? What's the message? What's the plane trying to land? Well, at the end of the day, you're here, part of the CEO Sales Huddle, because selling is serious business. It's really serious business, and that's why we have this conversation every single morning. That's why we're here, a conversation with your sales department. You as the CEO want to understand the sales progress that's going on in there. You as the CEO want to know, what are the resources you need. You as the CEO need to know what things or decisions can you help make to drive the sales. And then we also have a pledge to our department. Our pledge from the CEO is learn, earn, and return. Go ahead and jot this down. I have to learn something new. Repeat after me. I have to learn something new. I know it's crazy, but say it. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. Isn't that sounding great? And then we move right to our objectives. We have 3 objectives every morning. Perhaps these are the same objectives you have for your sales department. Objective number 1 is, what's the sales progress? We do a check-in. What's working? What's not working? What do we need to do? Now, these are objectives. The reason you're here is because this is a meeting with your sales department, by the way. What are the roadblocks? We just did a whole case study this morning on that and said, what are the roadblocks? What are some things that are standing in the way that's holding them back? And then last, we got to look at the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand. Every one of these to be successful. Number 1, a 1-page CEO sales plan. If you can pull yours out right now, you might have it because you've been a part of the CEO sales huddle. Pull out your CEO sales plan right now. Where are you with that plan? Number 2, sales cycle. Number 3, your sales message. Number 4, we spent a whole segment on this. What is the CEO sales dashboard? You take a look at it as a CEO, and you take it at one look. You look at the whole business every morning, and then you make adjustments. So you've got to understand the CEO sales plan, and then a meeting with your sales team. That's why you're here at the CEO Sales Hub. This is, for many of this is the meeting with your sales team to see what's going on in the sales department as the CEO. I don't know of another meeting that's even more important than the meeting we have right now. In fact, if you're tuning in for the very first time and I'm just meeting you, or you tune in every single morning, you know how to do it. Look right below the video. Look right below the video. If you can do this on social media, and just put a hashtag, I'm here. Now, I know you're a CEO, you're big time, but isn't that kind of cool? I can connect with you, you can connect with me. Just put a hashtag, I'm here. If you're watching the replay, put a hashtag replay. We're about to get into the most important segment in a moment, but you go ahead and do that right now. If you're watching on one of our on-demand streaming platforms, perhaps you can't put a note below. That's not your jam, but you're watching on Roku, Apple TV, maybe you're on Amazon, maybe right now you're on our YouTube live channel. Some of you are on any of our streaming or on-demand platforms. Some of you listen to us right now on the podcast. Drop me a DM over at I am Che Brown, and drop me a DM. The number 1 question I get asked often is, what is the mission? What is the purpose of the CEO Sales Huddle? Shay, remind me once again, the CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster, easier, with less effort to get to where they want to get to, by the way. Why? Because we have a big why. And this is why you show up for your sales department. It's about sales growth. What's going on in the sales department? It's about accountability. What's going on in the sales department? It's about consistency. You may have heard this before. Consistency is important. So we get together for 15 minutes a day. That's all we ask for is 15 minutes. Why? Because there's 1,440 minutes in every day. Not a bad way to start the day. So you're going to take 1% of your day. 1% as a CEO. Like, think up, there's 1,440 minutes. You give up 1% of your day to be in this conversation about sales and success for one purpose, and that is to generate $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue over and beyond whatever you earn a day. That's why we're part of CEO Sales Huddle. That's why we show up. That's why we're here. I mean, some of you, that doesn't excite you. $100,000 is no big deal. Take that number and double it. Take the number and do 10x. Whatever excites you, that's why we show up. But at least $100,000 a month. Okay, I just want to be clear. Now, Then we move over to the other side. And the other side is, how do we get there, Shay? How do we get to $100,000 a month? That sounds good. But really, how do we get there? Well, we create the CEO Sales Dashboard as a way for you to be able to do that. The CEO Sales Dashboard is a dashboard that we created where you can look at the leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. So there's only 5 key metrics you've got to manage. And one of the things we believe is what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So let's take a look at the CEO Sales Dashboard. And when you go into the CEO Sales Dashboard and you look at it here, you can see it. You can look down and say, okay, what do I have? I have leads, I have appointments, I have offers, I have deals, and repeat business. And for all the new folks, you can go to the top and find today's date. And then you would come down from today's date. Now, what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. This is a free sheet. You can take this Excel sheet. You can put your number 1 product in here, your number 2 product in here, so you can track it. You can measure it. You can manage it. Let's look at one category today. Let's just do a deep dive. Let's say you put in how many leads came in the database yesterday, how many appointments came into the database yesterday. Now we're going to look at offers. And let's do a deep dive at offers. If you looked at offers and said, wait a minute, how many offers did the team make yesterday? Maybe to get a credit card, maybe to get someone to sign a contract, maybe to get someone to take the next step, maybe to get someone just to have a second or third or fourth meeting. You see, what gets measured gets managed, what gets managed gets better. It's not exciting. Isn't that something that you can do? Isn't that just where you want to be right now? And then after that, we go back and we say, well, wait a minute. Now that we measured it, key areas every single morning, and some of you, your assistant does it. That's cool. Some of you, you do this right now. Some of you, this is the best use of your time right now. Like right now in this conversation is the best use of your time. And then we go over and we look at the other side of it. And the other side is we go and we celebrate wins. And I always say what gets measured, powerful people ask powerful questions because questions, they're focused. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So we're going to go over and ask ourselves 3 questions for the sales department. Number 1, what are you most proud of? Go ahead and put that down. Number 2, what was your biggest accomplishment yesterday? Number 3, what do you want to do today? What did you want to brag about? Like you want to come on here and say, Shay, this is what we did yesterday. And I'm ready to brag. I'm ready to raise my hand. I'm ready to say, this is what happened in the sales department. I'm pleased as a CEO to report this to the board. Now, this is not the board. This is the sales department, right? But you have a little party with the sales department. Okay, and that kind of cool. Like this is your sales department, right? So this is good. We get to be a part of it. And then we look at the challenges because every day is not rainbows, cupcakes, and unicorns. We understand that. So now we're going to look at, well, wait a minute. What was our biggest roadblock? Like, go ahead and put that down. Like, you look at yesterday, what was your biggest roadblock and just moving the business forward, especially in the sales department? What's preventing you today from moving forward in the sales department? And number 3, what's the one thing you can do that if you did it, it would just move the business forward? Like, if you took that step right now and you did it, man, what would that mean? My message of the day is do small things well, get big results. Go ahead and put that down in your notes. Do small things well and get big results. Oftentimes we're so focused on trying to do the big thing. And I get it. How do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? But that one bite at a time is doing the small things. You see, small hinges, think about this. They swing really big doors. And so we want to do the small things and focus on that. Maybe the small thing for you is your lead generation system. How are you generating leads? Maybe the small thing for you is your appointment setting system. How do you generate more appointments? Maybe the small thing to you is how do you close more deals faster, easier, with less effort? You see, you focus on the small things and the big things will happen. So here's the point. Do small things well, get big results. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It's an honor and a privilege to serve you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for your contribution to humanity. I want you to know that you're amazing. I want you to know that you're an incredible CEO. I want you to know you're a gifted CEO. And I want you to know as you're watching right now that I believe your best is still yet to come. We haven't seen that yet. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. God bless, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.